All right, so another one. Yeah, okay, this one might make me go off too. But which one do I start with? Well, I'm gonna start with these two because these are the ones I was talking about first. All right, now these two, like I said, they tell the truth. They know what's. I mean, they know what's going on. The title. Da 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 da. You see the title, "How to Be Free from Gang Stalking," but I'm gonna let it play, and I'm gonna show if I could. Well, I didn't do time stamps because I was, I'm listening to it, and they talking real. They know about the program, but they don't say that they were actually, you know, perpetrators. And but they I think they were targets, but they're trying to sell like they're free of it, and like you're not free. Either they don't care about you no more. You're not, like me. For some reason, like they're not gonna let me go, but they let them two go. But my thing is, one thing the advice they're giving, it, it's not sexism. It really is just biology. They're women. They're soft mentally, physically. They're soft, so they're with this. You have to stop doing this and stop. It's like, nah, not really. Y'all just soft and y'all really went in. And that's enough. Well, okay, I don't know about being addicted to drugs, but and like I said, when they talk about it, what I do know is people, especially women, they reminiscing. So they was getting done up. I mean, I'm not putting them down. They telling the truth. Another thing, like the Bible say, everybody that say Jesus and Lord, Lord, don't mean that you one of his. And I could tell these girls need some work to do. And I thought it was just me, but I went through her comments, and sure enough, somebody else said the exact same thing. This has nothing to do with Christianity or none of that. Cause that's what I said. I'm like, these y'all still witches. Cause they even talk about witchcraft. They do. They was like, oh, they even said it like, oh, witchcraft seems cool. I'm like, who in the hell does witchcraft seem cool to? But we from different times. They younger than me. Different areas. Different parts of the United States, different races. So maybe to them in high school, witchcraft probably was cool. Just like we all seen them. They wore the black fingernails polish, and the guys wear the black golf. They call it golf, and she's saying it's not fun, like you think it is, or cool. It is, and I think that's what I'm saying. They're very knowledgeable. I say that much, but they think they keep saying it, Jesus, and saying it over and over. But like I said, somebody else called them out. But I don't think they're phony. I just think they ain't got there yet. They need more work to do, and that's what I think. And like somebody else said the exact same thing. And there's only one person, and the rest of them, because the rest of them that's probably in this channel on this, they probably hurting. Like that's what I said. That's why I get so upset. It's not about me so much. It's about the people. I know that there's people that they do it to that didn't, and like they said it, killed themselves. They said on this video, killed other people. They that hurt, it makes me angry. They still getting away with it. Like with me, I just laugh at them and I just keep prospering, buying shit. And like I said, buy property, and there's nothing they can do but walk by and talk crazy and send a little, whatever the different people by, walking by. But and I'm not doing it for like them. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not doing it for kudos on pats on my back, a pat on my back, or an award. I really, I ain't gonna say all that because I get in trouble. But anyway, I'm trying to find that comment, but I'll let it just play. Then I'll look for the comment.
That's the goal of basically demon gangs, which we've talked about plenty. So,
Okay, another thing they said that sound, and it don't just sound like they talking, that make me think that they really was into this. They said something I never heard before. I let it play, then I'll stop it. Not even, from my elders when I was a kid, in the 80s about, demons and witchcraft. Because I really didn't get that much uh, education about it. But I just knew, because, my education was a switch and just the things they tell you don't do. And it lasted. And that's about it. But these right here, I think ain't no thing. I know they was deep into it. Deep.
All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, surprise. We are here together. Yes, and we're so excited. I'm here in Athens with Jamie. We have something really, really important for you guys to hear. So, you guys have been just comments and questions so much about this demonic gang stalking. What is it? How do I get rid of it? This is happening. What do I do? So we have got the answers for you, the steps to be free from demonic gang stalking. Yes. So we're going to go through this from the top to the bottom, right? So let's start from the very beginning. So what exactly is gang stalking? So gang stalking is basically demon gangs, which we've talked about plenty. So whenever
I see that's another thing I never really thought, and all the stuff I read never said anything. These two all on. I mean, I say demon all the time and possess, but that means these people that just walk by are fucking. I mean, I thought that is like I'm maybe too nice to say it that they're fucking possessed with demons, but that's what That's what it is. I know they hear me, but I'm not trying to, I know you hear me, because I'm not even talking to the human that's left. I'm talking to the demon inside of you.
You have a demon, they hardly ever travel alone, right? When you have like a pack of one, you have a pack of many. So what happens is there is something in this person's life that has opened the door, whether that be a relationship, whether that be an addiction, a sexual addiction, whether that be a drug addiction, whether that be a word agreement that they've made, something bad. See, we can speak curses over our own lives. So when we say things, we have to be very careful because we're making agreements with either good or evil, right? And so when we say negative things in our lives, we are literally casting those things into our life. And so we can get in trouble with that because we can open the door to things in our lives that we don't want to happen. Exactly. And once we let these people in, so the first thing we're talking about is, what it is. We got notes because we want to be very precise here. What it is when these, so first of all, let's make it very clear that demons are homeless, okay? Demons are homeless. They cannot operate without a body. They are persons without bodies. Right, people without bodies. So they basically...
See, that's something I never even heard or thought about, not just about gang stalking, but, possession movies, seriously, the ones that, like the Exorcist, the most famous one, supposed to be based on real life. I think they even did a movie about the actual person the book was based on. It was a little boy. They just changed it to Linda Blair, but it makes sense. It's like, yeah, that's what it is. Just like Legion. I mean, so basically, she's just saying, Jesus had to put Legion into the pig, right? Whatever. So they had to be in somebody. So okay, but I'm just saying the way these two just said it sounded a little different. Well, it means to me like it doesn't just sound like the rest of us who never dealt with demons or had to deal with or fight them even, except for inside of these people. Like they really deal with them. That's what I'm saying. Like they know for a fact what they're talking about, that they're homeless. Cause it's just odd, right? She said they're homeless. Demons are homeless. It's like, what is that? That's not Christianity. That's witchcraft. That means they deal with them. That's what I'm talking about. Like the black BLM, the co-founders, all that shit. Them black chicks. These two is always chicks. But like I think about it, all the fairy tales from over Germany from hundreds of years is always a woman. Hansel and Gretel. Women, they're the ones that doing this shit, right? Whether it's black, white, voodoo, if you Cajun or Haitian, is always the women. Then you got maybe a witch doctor or whatever, or a warlock if you're white. You got a warlock or this and that. But the way they said homeless sounds like they know because they've been trying to get in touch with them and and use them. That because I'm just saying the way they said it does not sound like they just read that. They didn't read that out the Bible. I don't even think they even read the Bible till recently.
They basically will attach themselves either by possession or oppression, depending on whether the person is saved or not, and they will have all their other demons in the gang come with them. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. So what usually happens is they get a targeted individual, which is from 99% of the people that I've seen who are targeted individuals are very I don't want to say like important. They're
You see this guy's comment. If you are a targeted individual, you need to immediately seek out mental health. You know, it's like, yeah, I did that. It didn't help. I mean, it helped because yeah, I got all the money I got, but it didn't stop it. Because like I said, that's what made me realize this is something real. I'm going to the hospital at the VA and at the local hospital in Birmingham, UAB, and it's still going on. They giving me pills. They gave me these pills with the side effects that made me gain weight. But I kept going back, and so now they're mad because I get all this money. And actually, it didn't take me that long to get to the top level because of them. And they give you, you know, some paperwork that tell you, they break it down, why they gave you your rating and why they gave you so much. So my physical ailments, they didn't give me that much, but it's all combined. My biggest part was the mental, and this nothing. I didn't lie. I told them the truth. That's what they're mad about. It's just like if I went to the hospital today. Oh, this just like now. Well, if you watch the video I just made, the people walking by, I feel like they're watching me, and that wouldn't be a lie. That's when back then. That's what I was doing. And I really wanted it to stop. I really was like, I'm gonna do something to them. But that's what they wanted. That's the program. Now I know better, and I'm already at the top level. Like I said, I got there in 2008. So it don't. But that wasn't my goal. I was trying to make myself better so I can go to college and be a lawyer. But anyway, so now they're mad. Yeah, they had the bums walking by. That's communism. They're like, dude, you ain't do nothing with your life. And you joined this stupid program that's basically on its way out. It's like you caught it at the end, bro. They're not gonna help you. This shit is over with. And basically, it's their own fault. The program's over with because their eyes got too big. Their mouth. What's that saying? Your mouth got too big to eat the food in front of you. Your eyes got too big. Rather, your eyes too big. And they just couldn't. They just had to go for the White House. They had to go, all the cities, and if they would have just, it might last if they would have waited, but they couldn't. But really, I think they had to because of Trump. Trump made them have to come out and just go all out. That's what they was talking about. He's not one of us, meaning he's not a politician. That's what they were mad about. And that's what made them go out. Just have to, because Hillary was supposed to win in 2016. And they didn't win, and she didn't win. And they saw that as a surprise. That's why, you got the shenanigans later on. But I don't think they're going to be able to do it this time. Because there's no 6 feet. That's what they got. That's one of the big things, in Georgia. I was just saying, 6 feet, stay back. No, they got black women, because the black women got the little nasty attitude. 6 feet, even though you're supposed to be counting things, I'll just say things. But anyway, they can't do it this time. There's no mask, there's no, none of that. There's no 6 feet, none of that. So, they just can't take it. They done.
They like important. They're God soldiers, right?
Yeah,
Chosen,
this one.
God's chosen people, right? People with a purpose.
Now that's what I'm saying. This doesn't mean that they're Christians. It's like that. Now I believe that's what I'm saying. They didn't know. They know. That's what they mad about. That's what they mad about. And these two girls, I think they telling the truth, but because they were into that witchcraft real deep, and they targeted people, all that shit, and they're mad because they're not, God's people like us. And they're mad, but it's like y'all worship the devil. Y'all don't want to be God's people. So they're only mad about the money. That's all. They just mad about the money. You know, and they try to, play victim. That's why they life so hard. And it's like, well, yeah, actually it is, but it's on you. It's not, that's what I'm talking about. Playing victim. You trying to blame somebody else. It's on you, nigga.
And a calling. Exactly. People who have a calling to deliver
But
other people, right? Who have
let me read with this.
So in God's kingdom.
Let me read what they say. More witchcraft ain't gonna help you. You got to be organic. Now, if you really have it, something happen, that's fine. But if you faking it, God knows what's in your heart, man. There's nothing you could. That's witchcraft. It's not gonna. There's no way you can hide from God. It's like you crazy, man. But anyway, that's why I be like, stay away from me because I don't want to be next to you when you get touched from above. All right. So what this say? This has nothing to do with Jesus or religion, or at all for that matter. And he says I personally despise the idea of religion, but we always say that religion is man-made. They always say it in Birmingham. We say that all the time. Religion is man-made. That's all of it. All of it. Religion is man-made. There's preachers and all this. Christianity is a tech. Is a title. And the little crackhead, he going crazy now. I guess he need another hit. He must need maybe his drug dealer come by his D boy and give him another hit. Give him another fucking hit. You like that shit, don't you? Would it turn you on or something, little bitch? But anyway, it said I'm not sure why most of you people are incapable of thinking. He going crazy over there. That's what these girls are talking about. His demon inside is driving him crazy. You're like, well, you get no. I can handle mine. I can handle, and mine ain't out of jealousy. They came, like I said, I'm sitting here trying to educate people. They get mad. All about. They just jealous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, demons. They little demons don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear the truth. All right. So anyway, now he says this has nothing to do with religion, but so that's what I'm saying. This is the closest one because that's what I thought. This really doesn't. But it's like what I'm saying is since he says he really, I think he means all of it. I think he's on to it too. He could tell by the way they're talking, like I can. But I think he's more one of them, people like prodigal son who just left and try to need to come back. It's like he needs to come back. Whoever wrote that comment. because he knows what I know. He has discernment. He could discern that them two, they're not. It's not that they're not real. I think, in my opinion, they just ain't. They need to do some more. Educate themselves more and get out of it because they too much reminiscing. I'll let it play. They reminiscing about what they
God's
used to do.
kingdom and Satan's kingdom. Satan always tries to mirror God's kingdom. He's a counterfeit, right?
Pervert everything that God does.
I mean, so that's what she's saying. They say they spend some real fire. Satan, he's a counterfeit. Just like I said, don't you just saw it on my other video. As soon as I come out, they're counterfeit. The little crazy dude. Oh, my credit good. Oh, the counterfeit, just like he doing now. See what I'm saying? I don't come out and counterfeit. No, I don't mock nobody. I don't copy nobody. They copy me. You're out here because I'm out here. I'm not out here because of you. I don't give a damn about you.
Exactly. So he's a copycat. He's
Yeah, copycat. Yes, see, that's what I didn't want to say because that sound child. Yeah, Satan the copycat. Remember the copycat, like Scooter Boy. Remember I showed you, he out here, playing his radio like he trying to be like me, but you're on a fucking scooter with a boom box. My shit shut down the whole block. You got a fucking boom box and shit. My shit rap. But anyway, so let me. These crackheads are crazy. I never thought there would be a day where fuck niggas thought they were real niggas. Fuck niggas really think they real niggas. Bums and shit.
He's been doing the same thing
Bums.
over and over and over again. There's nothing new.
Hey, that's what I said, yeah. Same thing. Remember, I keep saying they do the same shit. Remember, I keep making videos about how they do shit from a couple of months ago? The same shit from a couple of months ago. I'm like, they do the same goddamn thing from months ago. So these girls, but see, that's what I'm saying. These girls spend some real knowledge. But I think it's because they really was, well, they are. They say it. They just I'm gonna let it play. They really was into this shit.
Under the sun. Okay, so what happens is this targeted individual, they get to them by either drugs, sex, relationships, occult activity.
What's the one we were just talking about? Masons, the Freemasons.
Oh, Freemasons, any kind of those like secret societies, Illuminati, like all these.
Like I said, he's copying me now. But you broke. Copy, wannabe copycats. You see what I'm saying? It's just really, and so it's amazing how with these girls, but it's not really that amazing. That's what I'm telling you. These girls know what they're talking about. That's all they got. Copy, phony, just fakes, phony, copycats, dude. Just phony as hell, fake as fuck. And then the main thing, what they're really worried about this time next year. Let's see what it'll be this time next year. Not only that, let's see what it'll be in 5 months. Same shit, copying, following behind me, and these girls said the same thing. Well, I'm not the only one, but look at all my other videos that I've been said it for years now. That's all they do is copy you. That's all Satan does. He's a copycat.
Things, right? So people, if you are a targeted individual, if you are a chosen one, that's because the enemy knows you are a threat. You are a threat. And he wants to intimidate you. He wants to scare you. He wants to keep you from, number one, knowing Jesus.
That's right.
And number two, carrying out your purpose.
Exactly. Yep. So he'll deceive you. He will put intrusive thoughts in your mind. And I think really that's where it all starts, right? The intrusive thoughts in your mind. And I think where it becomes like gang stalking or demonic oppression.
Now, see, this is where, like, where I say, like, these two girls, they really not Christian. It's like, what is the truth? All the intrusive thoughts, all this bullshit. And like I said, the other guy made the comment, too, that this really doesn't have nothing to do with it at all. But I think they just need to study some more, educate themselves, and, they'll probably be all right, because I think they say it. And all the stuff they saying is not because they have discernment and God told them, no, they saying all this stuff is because they were on the other side, hard. They were hard gang stalkers. They were at witchcraft. But God must turn them around. And so now they're telling it. They're spilling the beans. They're telling us, they gonna be mad about this shit.
Is
They must have did them wrong. I mean, I don't know. That's all I can think of. They did them wrong.
those intrusive thoughts turn into like really, really intrusive thoughts, like so
But it's like
intrusive.
it's the devil. What do you expect? I'm just saying. I'm trying to figure out why they busting them out like this. They must have did them wrong. Cause listen to the things they say. Once we get, I'm gonna let it keep playing. But it's some things they say that proves that yeah, more than likely they got done dirty as more than like as chicks. But like I said, when they talk about it, I'll pause again. It's more like they reminiscing. That's what I'm saying. I guess they got tired of it. Cause they even said themselves.
That you can't tell what's you and what's not you, or what's reality and what's not reality, and it starts to control your life, right? Because that is the point, is to take control of you or to oppress you, to the point where you wind up taking your own life so that you don't have to do that assignment that God set out for you. That's the goal of the.
And see, that's why I said I found. Well, I already figured that. That's why I said I went and got help. You know, 2003, 2002. You know, because I felt that it's like something trying to make you hurt yourself. I'm like, nah, fuck this, and it's just nigga shit. I kill you, not myself. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, niggas don't kill themselves. So I went and got help. But see, that's what I'm saying. But the way they say it don't sound like the rest of us who are targets. This sound like they know what they talking about for real from the inside, from their side of it.
Demonic attacks.
That is definitely, and something that I want you to be really aware of is that if this person, this gang stalker, has a demon who has
Wait, listen to the lame nigga. He stopped that. Him and the bitch over there were talking shit just now, but he stopped. You might be able to hear if you got a good phone. I don't know.
like a medium, they can read your thoughts. So I was always under the impression that
That's another thing. I didn't want to say it, even though I talk about gang stalking on my channel. I didn't want to sound like they could, but I don't know how they do it. But it's probably just witchcraft. But I'm telling you, I think these motherfuckers are experts. They know what they talk. Cause there's plenty of times I know for a fact I never said nothing, and then the lame nigga will be next to me and say exactly they're doing in street theater and say something I never said out loud.
the only people who could read your thoughts was God. And I found out very recently that that's not true. If someone has like a psychic or like or a medium, like demonic spirit in them, they can read your thoughts, which
A
can
monitoring spirit.
Yeah, which can become so confusing.
And see, they got names for all this shit. Monitoring spirit. Now I knew there was other types of spirits. That's Christianity. That party. But this is these folks that goddamn conjure these shits that they get into that shit. I'm telling you, it's not just they know what they talking about, but a damn monitoring spirit.
Like, how do they know? How do they know what I'm dreaming? How do they know what I'm thinking? How do they know where I'm going? How do they know how to follow me?
And also, too, they have been studying human.
Guarantee your bitch ass still gonna be here running around, goddamn, like a little rat, little roach, for the rest of your bitch ass life. Guarantee it. Punk ass, stupid ass nigga.
behavior.
Yeah, that's another thing. You ain't no grown. You can't do what you want to do. You gotta do what your master tell you to do, boy. You can't do nothing you want to do. You ain't got your own crib. You not a grown man. Somebody gotta give you something. You gotta do it at somebody else's house. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask somebody else. Hey, can I do this? Can I smoke outside? Can I smoke it? I bet you can't even smoke in your own bedroom, can you? Can you smoke in your own bedroom? If you got a bedroom, can you smoke on your pallet? Cause would you sleep on the floor or something? You gonna catch your house on fire. You gonna catch your pallet on fire. You know, you goddamn, what you got, a quilt and a blanket on the floor.
Since the beginning of time, right? Because those spirits are eternal. And so they know a lot about us and how we act and how we think and how we, how we're going to behave, because history repeats itself over and over again.
Absolutely. And I can tell you 100% that when they were studying me, I literally saw them and they would read my journals. They would read my journals, and I would be like, I am so high right now. I feel like I see somebody reading my journal over there. It's so weird. This creature is reading my journal. What is going on? And then that's when the gang stalking started, probably like 6 months later. So they literally took 6 months. They took their time. They are not in a rush. They are strategic. Satan's army is organized and strategic.
Right. And that's something really important to understand, is Satan is not disorganized. Like, he is organized.
Now that one right there, that's another thing that got me. It was just, I don't know, it just struck me. He is organized. Because if you think about it, I can't put my finger on it, but they really are. Remember, I keep saying, remember the Democrats, the adults, they said they're the adults, but they don't know what they're doing. Then they try to look, where they all organized, but they don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, a lot of people, they're disorganized. It looks disorganized, but they know what they're doing. They know where everything is for a reason. You know, a real smart person, everything's scattered out for a reason. They're like, they know for them, but somebody else, it looks like a mess. Satan, stupid ass, he's trying to look smart by having everything ordered. Now, is there smart people that have order? I'm just saying. But these motherfuckers right here, they telling the truth. I'm telling you, this shit is real.
He has an army and a kingdom, and there are different powers and principalities over cultures and locations and different people and different behaviors, right? And so it's just important to understand that you're not just fighting like a disorganized person. You're not fighting a person. You're fighting a person without a body, right? And that's what a demon is.
Right, absolutely. Principalities and powers. So, next question we have is...
how does it happen? Wait, I want to say something real quick. Like, you were just saying what happened to you. So what happened to me, and I wanted to point this out, is it also has a lot to do with our beliefs, right? And our curiosity, because, when I was in my addiction, I was hearing things and stuff. And then there become a point where it was...
I mean, see, that's what I'm saying. Now, I can't, what's it called? Not identify, but she talking about, she that's why I said they was deep off it. She talking about addiction, drugs, she was hearing shit. That's what I'm saying. This bitch was actually in that shit. But she telling the truth. Now that she clean, I don't know what I guess, not guess. God didn't touch them to tell the truth. And even though I said, and the other guy, we say this has nothing to do with Jesus, that's why I said they just need to keep at it. They just have to keep at it. Because, if you know, like we know, the people that God use and choose don't always be the super clean, super sober, da-da-da-da. And that's not an excuse to do what you want to do. It's just you got to know, you got to educate yourself and know what you're doing. And when something do come down, you just got to take it. Man up and accept what you did.
More than just hearing things. I was hearing things. I was seeing shadows. There were different workings around me. There were different things going on around me that just could not be explained. And it was not just the drug use. Like, it was evil, And so my mind bought into it. And that's where it really started to oppress me at, is when I started to believe that it was taking over, that it was stronger than me, more powerful than me. And actually, that's not true, because Jesus is more powerful than anything. And the blood of Jesus covers us, but we have to understand and know our authority so that we can claim the blood of Jesus to protect ourselves. But at that time, I didn't understand that, right? So I was letting those things take over my life. Okay. How does it happen? What are the ways that this can get into your life?
So if the number one thing that in my experience that I've seen has definitely been Drug use. Drug use and relationships with
I
people
mean,
who
yes. All right. So they say drug use. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. These girls, and it's not a compliment, but they legit. They know what they talking about. I'm saying it gets deeper. I think they was out there. They done some shit. These motherfuckers was into some witchcraft, drugs, and in mainstream, not just the lame witch, who's just jealous of everybody and putting spells. No, these motherfuckers out there having fun and that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But the shit got too deep for them, and they got scared or whatever.
are, or you yourself may be into witchcraft. Witchcraft. And
It's a big thing these days. I mean, it really is. And it's not, people think that it's fun and it's cool, but it's actually really not, because maybe on the surface it looks fun and cool, but you don't understand what you are getting yourself into. It goes way deeper and darker than you realize that it does.
right, so you actually are giving demons legal rights to be around you.
Right.
I mean, that sounds familiar, but the way they say it is so matter of a fact. It's so matter of fact, and man. That's what I'm telling you. This shit, these bitches real. This some real shit right here. I'm telling you, this don't scare me. It actually, it makes me happy. It excites me. It's like that's what I'm telling you. Is we're getting close, man. There's a reason I saw this video. These girls. It's a reason these girls are telling the truth. God made them tell the truth.
You are participating in these things. So, and that has to do with like sin. If you are, sleeping with, you know what I mean, a lot of people in the drug world, that's what we do, right? Drugs, sex, and rock and roll, right?
Now see that this is what really got me when I was watching it last night. Look at her face, the other one, the blonde chick, when that girl says that what we do, right? And it's not that I'm not saying they still do it. I think she's trying to say we like this is a NA meeting, not that they're sober and clean, that like at the beginning they got I got 2 months sober or 2 days or I got 12 hours. They say we because they're trying to make the new person who's trying to get sober, they're trying to make them feel at home, so they can feel it's the same place. But look at the other girl's face. I remember one, the blonde one, she looks at her like, whoa, you ain't supposed to be telling all this. That's what I'm saying. That's how I know they're real. She she's looking at her like, whoa, 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 you said too much. And not because they're phony. She just she's a human and a female, and like I said, she got shame. So we don't know what they was doing with them drugs and this and that. Who knows? We twosomes, threesomes. The hell. They probably orgies, getting gang banged, all types of whatever. I'm just saying. You don't know what they done. They seem like they really are clean now, but that's her face. Look at her face. I'm gonna play it. Look at the blonde chick's face when she say that's what we do. And she didn't even say that's what we used to do. She said that's what we do, like present tense. But I don't think they are. But to me, I mean, I might be trying to clean that. I'm not naive.
Darker than you realize that it does.
Right. So you actually are giving demons legal rights to be around you when you are participating in these things. So, and that has to do with like sin. If you are, sleeping with, you know what I mean, a lot of people in the drug world, that's what we do, right? Drugs, sex, and rock and roll, right? That's what we do. So it's like when you're doing that, you have to understand that when you're sleeping with people, you're creating a soul tie with these people, which means that there are more passengers on the bus than you think.
So many more.
So many more. Like if you could see what's attached to a person, all that gear, you would be like, hey, no.
You're taking the whole highway with you.
Yes, because they come in gangs. They don't come alone. Right. So that there's just so many,
I mean, it goes on. You can see the title. Like I said, I just found it last night.
Things, right? Like you might like say you're doing meth, but all of a sudden you're like real sleepy and you're starting to like hallucinate, right? They're
That's what I'm saying. These ain't the words of a person who went to school and who's a drug counselor, never been on drugs. These chicks, they admit it. That's what I'm saying. And I know, I can tell from what they talking. You know, I don't have that experience, but I can tell they do. These bitches are real. Like, you know, say you on meth. You know, I mean, I don't know if she actually did meth, but she done did something. And another reason why, you know, I'm fast forwarding and I'm just saying, because those were the best parts that I've seen. You know, I got to cook so later on. Another video I got to do, again, it has to do with me just finally doing what I want to do after all these years. That's big old, what is that? A down, what are those called? The big ass dogs? Dalmatian? No, not a Dalmatian. No, the Great Dane. Yeah, that's expensive ass Great Dane. It was a nice one. You can see, you just saw, yeah, it was a nice. That's what I'm saying. That dog costs more than that boy. He know a car. Well, he ain't got no car. That's what we're talking about. You see these Democrats, they walk by with a goddamn horse, Dalmatian. I mean, Great Dane, pedigree, Great Dane, pedigree. You know what I'm saying? Y'all on their side. Y'all Democrats. I'm telling you, you need to come to our side. But anyway, so before I go in and fix my food, well, I got to cook it. I'm gonna do another video. Should I restart? Yeah, I'm gonna restart or make a whole new title. I'm gonna get off. I ain't going nowhere. I'm just finna make a whole new title and start up again.